G'day YouTube, Turbo Tristan here, and today we're working on the TSX or the ACURA Euro or the ACURA or whatever you want to call it. This thing, we're going to play around with it some more and I'll explain why I'm really peed off. As many of you know, I've been tweaking my missus, my girlfriend, her CU2 Honda Accord Euro or ACURA TSX for a couple of months now, just doing little things each month just to help customize the car by making it a bit more sporty and also making it look better, making it ride better. We don't want to lose any of the ride quality. We don't want it to be bouncy, we don't want it to be noisy, we don't want it to be rattly. We just want it to look good, feel good, drive smooth, be comfortable. It's a very luxurious car, even though it is now 8 years old. Still feels like a brand new car. I always go to push start the car because I expect it to have a push button start, and I always grab the handle thinking it's got sensor key, and then I remember, oh, this is an old car now, it's 8 years old. But it feels so new when you're driving it. When you walk up to it, it doesn't feel like an 8-year-old car. So, but anyway, I'm really peed off, really pissed off today because I'm gonna have to put all of this stuff back on, all this standard junk, and do some troubleshooting. I went to the exhaust shop today. I paid another $280 to have a high flow cat converter put in the car. If you remember from the last video, it was a bit raspy, there was a buzz noise. It sounded really rubbish, really crap. I'm just not having it. I'm not having it. I don't want it to sound like that. It's embarrassing for my missus to drive around in a really nice luxury car that's buzzing around like a little buzz box. I'll show you what we did today. Okay, so here we are. Here is the high flow 200 cell cat. All the rest of the exhaust is 100% standard. We've got the PLM downpipe. It had a D-cat, which is illegal here in Australia, so I've put a cat converter in there. I thought the reason for all the buzzing and all the rubbish noises was because there was no cat and it was straight through and it was just crackling off its head. But with this in here, it sounds much better higher in the rev range with a cat converter in there. It actually feels stronger because it's got a little bit of back pressure. The sound, I feel, is much better. It sounds more Honda-y, more VTEC-y, more twin cam. Down low in the revs, you rev the car and it still buzzes and carries on like it did before. The guys at the exhaust shop seem to think it's this flexi joint here. They reckon they whistle and make a lot of noises, but it's not really a whistling noise. It's more of a buzzing noise out the back of the exhaust. It never made a sound before. So now I'm gonna have to go through the exercise of putting all of that back to stock, which I really don't want to do, but I'm gonna have to do just to see if that's what the problem is. So, God, another couple of hours work to get this back to stock. PLM, what have you done to me? Alright, so there's the old stuff off. PLM downpipe's only been driven on maybe 4 times and very short trips. Here's the cat, brand spanking new. It was only put in and driven from the muffler shop straight home. Rasping its head off. Not the cat's fault, not the muffler shop's fault. PLM downpipe, massive fail. I've got the stock stuff all put back on. That's all good. We'll do a first start and see if it makes that horrible noise. So far so good. Nope, all gone. Alright, so that was an epic fail, the PLM downpipe. The front half, everything bolted on beautifully. It looked nice, it looks great, it looks like it should flow perfectly, but the D-cat pipe did not fit. I don't know why. I've spoken to some other people on forums, the Facebook CU2 club, all those things, and they reckon that they've contacted PLM about the pipes not fitting up, and they say it's because this is an Australian delivered car. Now everything about the car and the engine is exactly the same. It's electronic steering, so it doesn't really matter which side of the car you sit on when you drive the car. Everything else is in the exact same spot, so that's a bit of a cop-out. Yeah, I'm really angry that it made a really horrible buzzing noise. It was actually quite embarrassing. The exhaust guy, when I drove off, went round the block and came back and said, oh, it's still making the noise. He said, oh, that sounded terrible, mate. What the hell did you do to it? And then we checked all the mufflers, made sure that they weren't damaged in any way, and they're fine. It's back to brand new now. I don't know if anyone can recommend anything to me, because I really want to get the increased flow, because this downpipe, perfect. Perfect flow, gets rid of that clunky cat. Nice smooth piping. Nice smooth opening there, great collector. Although it didn't fit, I don't know why just having a straight piece of pipe caused the rear mufflers to vibrate and buzz. Even putting a cat in, still buzzed. Really peed off, because this pipe delivered to Australia was around about $660 or something like that for the kit, which A, didn't fit. I had to then pay a mate, Lockie, to then cut and weld the decat pipe so I could drive it and test it. And then the high flow cat that I got fitted today was another $280. All up, we're nearly at $900 for something that didn't work. Yeah, I'm just not going to let my missus drive around like that. Only the best for her. And if the car doesn't drive nice and isn't luxurious like it was when we've got it, then there's no point. And now she's actually quite upset about it, because now we're contemplating, do we even bother getting the tune? Will a tune do anything with that big restriction there? Will it just be over revving the engine and just causing things to heat up too much? I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, let me know, because this was an epic fail. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. I'm still waiting on parts for this car to arrive, so hopefully we got some good news and the bits we've waited 3 or 4 months for from Russia actually fit, actually work, and actually look good, and then we can get to work doing some more mods to the car. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you know anyone at PLM, tell them I'm not happy, and tell them they can do something about this pipe, and let's work it out. Let's work together and let's try and fix this buzzing issue. It's just horrible. It's not just me. There's 3 or 4 other people that have contacted me through Facebook in the last week saying their cars do that as well. They've had to change the rest of their mufflers, then their car's just loud now. Yes, this car is a K24. Yes, it has VTEC. Regardless of whether it's auto or manual, that's irrelevant at this point. It's not a race car. You don't need screaming loud pipes. A bit more extra performance would be great. If you have a European luxury car like a VW Golf or an Audi or anything like that, a Mercedes, a BMW, if you change the downpipes and give the car a tune, massive power increase. It's fantastic. The car's still compliant, still drives nice. It's still quiet when you close the exhaust valve or when you're just cruising along, just in regular driving mode. They're all automatics and they don't sound buzzy and crap like this. So if you know anyone at PLM, contact me in the comments. Let's fix it. I really want to run your pipe, and I really want to get this car tuned, and I really want to see some benefits. I've spent the money. We've had to put a catalytic converter in, 1, to try and quieten the car down, and 2, because it's illegal not to have one in Australia. Done that. Still buzzes. Time and money. 2 things that I don't have a lot of, and now patience with this. So don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful kit, and this isn't my first rodeo. I've put millions of exhausts on millions of cars, tuned heaps of cars, never had a car that wasn't modified. You know, I know what to expect when you put a downpipe on, or a decat, or a sports exhaust, or a turbo back exhaust, or a screamer pipe, or all those things. I know exactly what to expect. I didn't expect this to buzz its head off. It was actually embarrassing. Someone reach out to me, let me know how we fix this. It only takes me an hour now to swap that over on the garage floor, so it's not a big job to change it over if we come up with a solution. Let me know in the comments. Let's try and fix this. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming your way. See ya.